Ugh. Chat, we're so back. Oh god, we're so back, dude. Fuck, I missed y'all so bad. Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome back. We're finally back at it again for another stream, baby. It's been a fucking minute, hasn't it? My god, I have missed y'all so fucking bad. I have missed watching content so fucking bad. Toto, thank you so much for the resub, I appreciate it. I think the best thing to do here, y'all, is to go ahead and get the life stuff out of the way. Let's talk about why I haven't been streaming. And I have, at this point, I've definitely referenced it a couple of times on Twitter. But we actually, I think, in order to be able, thank you, I appreciate it. In order to be able to, I think, give the full scope of the story, I think I have to go back to like the very beginning. But I'm doing this unscripted. I have gone through it in my head of how to tell y'all like so many different times. First and foremost, I'm not going anywhere. I will be making content until the goddamn wheels fall off. Okay, so don't worry about that before we get into it. I am going to upload this to YouTube after we're done. So like I said, I'm going to try not to have to cut anything out if I like end up rambling on about something. But y'all feel free to like ask questions, or like if you want me to clarify something, just say it in chat and I'll try to do that as we go. Because I was originally going to do like a regular video. I've done that in the past where I sit down and I talk about stuff on YouTube, and oh my god, it feels formal as fuck. I can't do it. Oh, I just realized I'm used to being able to curse here on I'm used to being able to curse here on Twitch and Patreon. Should I bleep it in YouTube? I'm not gonna bleep it. I'm not gonna bleep it. Really hope nobody in my family actually watches this video, because because sometimes they do watch a YouTube video. My family has definitely not heard me say that before. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's go back to the beginning. About a year ago, no, 6 months, 7 months, Faith and I moved into this apartment in early August, late July, early August. Faith and I are still loving living together. It's awesome. We wouldn't trade it for the world. It's perfect. We may end up moving at some point to a different location, but like this place is great and we love living together. Right when we moved, part of the reason we had moved over to this location and away from where I had been living was partly because of a rent thing, just because like, oh my god, we were in a spot of Tampa that was like, oh god, it was really popping, and it was a really sort of centralized location. We were very close to downtown, we were very close to everything else, and so rent was going up and going up again and going up again, and by the third time it had gone up, we were like, no one can afford this, we're getting out of here. So we are further away, not trying to dox myself obviously, but we are further away, still in the area, right? But we're further away. And the reason we had moved to this one location where we live right now is because it would have been a lot easier for Faith to get to work in the morning, because Faith was working in a location. Once again, she was working in a location. So not even 3 weeks into us moving here, hadn't even really finished like setting everything up yet. I was making videos at that point, but even like our living space, our living area, we hadn't quite gotten everything set up yet. And Faith got let go from her job. And so we have been, thankfully, both of us had had some savings gone up. And at this point, y'all got to understand, I had had that Korea trip booked 2 months prior. And you can't get those tickets refunded, you know? So I went to Korea, had a great time, but I was relying on my friends a lot as far as money was going. So Faith and I have been struggling financially for a while. But turn of the new year, it started to get extra bad because the savings that we had both built up were starting to go. And so I was pumping out content, doing everything I could to keep the train going, keep everything moving. But at this point, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. Faith has been searching for a job tirelessly. She puts multiple hours into it every single day. She's gotten to the final round of interviews a couple of times, and then she'll just get ghosted. Like, it's so unbelievably frustrating. And I'm just frustrated for her because of how hard she's working. And she's super talented at what she does, and has incredible amounts of experience for her age and just the amount of time that she's been in. But people, she just can't get hired. I don't know what it is. So fast forward. A friend of mine, longtime friend of mine, he's probably been in a couple of videos here on the channel actually, calls me one night. It's a Tuesday night, and he's like, you want to get dinner? And I was like, I had just come off the back of like a really bad mental health day. I probably even tweeted about it. There might even be a tweet where I was like, y'all, my mental health is just so bad today. I wanted to do videos, but it's just not working. I'm sorry. No videos today. But there was something in my gut that was just like, just go, Ben, just go. And so I did. And I'm very happy that I did, because this friend of mine ended up explaining to me that someone at his place of business had just recently got let go. And they were about to begin a busy period and really needed somebody to come in and fill the spot. And so he said, what if I put in a good word for you and you show up? And I said, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So I go in, I have the interview, and I'm hired before the end of the interview. Okay. It's excellent. You know, I was like, okay, this is awesome. My bosses are, they have me on a part-time job right now. And basically I work in, once again, not trying to dox myself. I basically work in a warehouse now. I'm working part-time, and I'm doing a lot of work on the back end. So I'm doing a lot of the finalizing of the products that we make, and then the shipping of it. So I'm helping out the main shipper who does the main stuff. So I'm kind of like a do-it-all kind of guy, but I mainly work as like one of the last line of defense. I'm one of the last people that sees the product before it goes out the door, and I make sure the quantity is correct. I make sure the quality is right. If anything has gone wrong in the middle, you know, somewhere, and stuff like that. So for anyone that's curious, but in the meantime, I've been picking up. As y'all have been able to see, I've been making videos in the morning when I can, as well as then going into work. I typically leave here at like 11:30, and I get back at like 7, something like that. That's partly due to commute, but it's also just doing my best to get as many hours in, because they've only got me on mid-wage right now, which is, you know, whatever, but I'm part-time, so like I totally understand it. And so in the meantime, between YouTube, Patreon, Twitch, and now this part-time job, Faith and I are much better off in the meantime, but we're still having to make sure that we watch every little thing that we need to purchase. And the problem is, the real problem is, medical bills exist, and they're bullshit. I specifically got on a new insurance this year because my copays for my specialist visits were going to be cheaper. Those of y'all that are here in the States, and you know what, dude, it is unbelievable what these insurances, they will just rob you dry. They rob you dry, and it doesn't matter. Nobody does anything about it. Someone did do something about it at one point, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, so, yeah, medical bills exist, and Faith and I need to be able to get the care that we need. That's a non-negotiable. You know, we have to be able to go to the doctors that we need to go see. And so medical bills cost money too. And that's been really hard. The last thing I want to do is make this explanation and everything be like, please give me money. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. What I am going to say is, hey, yo, there's a ton of great shit over on the Patreon. Come hang out. Great community over on Patreon. Y'all come stick around. Those of y'all that are already patrons, please stick around. But like, you know, stuff like that. So last thing I'm trying to do is, you know, this is a call for help, but I need to explain to y'all what's been going on, because all those times when, especially, you know, like for instance, those of y'all that watch the channel as much as you do, I know some of y'all that are in here are really, 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 really tapped in with what we do. All those times, you know, around like November, December, in my reactions where I was like, dude, things have been really hard. It's partly because of this, because at the time I didn't also have the part-time job. It was just Patreon. You know what I mean? Like and Lord knows I don't make from YouTube anymore because of how many videos just get claimed. That's the thing, is back in the day, y'all, back in the day, I would be willing to bet that like 85%, something like that, of my videos would get claimed. Nowadays, bro, it's like 90, 95. It's like, it's actually like harder now to find a random video that doesn't get claimed by copyright. And once again, I have no problem with the companies taking it's their song, you know, so they can get the revenue. It's just, it used to be easier to be a full-time reactor, is all I'm saying. It used to be a little bit easier. So yeah, where was I? Yes, if anything, especially not being able to stream, has made me even more excited about when I am able to stream. Obviously, like today, like I'm so excited. We're about to do some ZB1, we're about to do some Idle, and we're gonna do some Enhypen. Like the docket today is absolutely incredible. I'm so excited about it. But yeah, so things have been tough. Things have been hard. Things are likely, I mean, that's the thing, is the moment we get some relief, it's gonna be so much easier, you know? But in the meantime, Faith and I are hunkering down, doing our work, doing everything we can, and trying not to go into debt, because debt is a scary thing. But yeah. Does anyone have any questions? Did I do like a good job of... I will try to take care of myself. I slept for 11 hours this morning. I was gonna make reactions this morning. I had my alarm set. And I woke up and I was like, nope, no. And not like in like a lazy way, and like a, oh no, your body is not done yet. You need to go back to sleep. And then I slept for 5 more hours. 5 more hours. I will say one of the good things about the job is that I'm really up and I'm active. I basically am standing the entire time, or I'm walking around, right? And honestly, that was something that was really missing from my life for the last at least like year. I just have not been exercising as much. I go and play Frisbee with some of my friends once a week, but that was like the only exercise that I was getting. And now I'm getting like a good 4, 5, 6 hours a day, standing up, walking around, lifting some things. Thankfully, none of it is like unbelievably heavy. But that's also like low-key a perk. And also the people I work with are pretty nice. So I've been... You know, I was ready to, if it was the type of thing where I was like, look, if this job is terrible and I hate it, oh well, I need the money. Suck it up, you know? I was going to say, just, you know, the amount of Americans that have to work 2 or more jobs to be able to get by is absolutely astounding, and it's bullshit. It shouldn't have to be that way, but that is the way that it is. So I'm not complaining. I'm just letting y'all know that that's where I've been at. That's what's been going on. And now that I've been able to put it out in like a one-time thing, I hope that I don't have to talk about it too much, because I don't want to have to talk about it, because it's hard and it's also a downer. And I know a lot of y'all come to the channel to be able to hang out and enjoy and chill, and so the last thing I want it to be is, man, today sucked, let's distract ourselves. But I mean, sometimes that's how it is anyway, and that's fine. But yeah, honestly, the only way, the best way for y'all to help is just to, like I said, y'all, is hit that Patreon. Because that way, not only are you supporting me and Faith, you're also getting a load of content. I was going to say, there's only a couple reactors that I feel like I can name that have Patreons that have more content than me, I feel like, at this point. It's not meant to be a flex. It's just that we've been doing it for so long, and only now have I had to slow down a little bit. Streams at this point are very likely going to be a weekend thing, but they're going to be longer, like this one. Sometimes I hope to be able to do streams that are longer than the one that we're doing today. You know what I mean? But we're doing 3 good hours of content today between ZB1, Idle, and Enhypen. And I'm hoping that, you know, I was going to say tomorrow is going to be awesome, because tomorrow we're doing all of our Patreon requests for the month, and we're doing some golden discs. Tomorrow's stream is going to be unreal. But yeah, that's why I haven't been able to stream, is because I've been going to my part-time job. And they're cool with me coming in the afternoon. They prefer that I come in the afternoon, and I'm sort of like doing the closing sort of shift with the other 2 closers that normally are there. But yeah, that's partly of what's been so hard for me, is seeing how beat up Faith has been about it, because she's so talented and she's so hardworking. These idiots just won't hire her, you know? She's got all of the intangibles. She's got everything that she needs to be able to be an immediate success at whatever job that she's, you know, applying for. And they're just not biting, you know? And I hate seeing her be upset about it. But yeah. So thank you for joining the Patreon. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's basically it. Does anyone else have like any more like questions or anything? I think I did a pretty good job. I don't want it to be too long. I was gonna say we're already at like 15 minutes, I think. So like I said, those of y'all watching on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment. I'll be in the comments as always. And like I said, last thing I'm saying is this is a cry for help. No, it's just, hey, but you know, shit's tough right now. That's basically what I'm saying. I wanted to give y'all some light into it because I haven't said anything about it other than that, hey, life's been tough, you know? And now y'all know. Now y'all know. This is a way for me to let y'all know, yes, things are tough, but it's also a bit of a celebration because I basically got a job because one of my best friends in the whole world was like, my guy's struggling. We've got an opening. You come into work tomorrow. And I was like, it genuinely felt like a miracle, bro. Like if this job hadn't come around, Faith and I would have been in debt by now. We would have been in debt like today, yesterday. So to have that job come through, and it's literally solely because my friend hit me up and was like, Ben, you can come in. Phew. So yeah, that's what life's been like. Good? Good. Okay, then in that case, I don't think there's really anything else to fully, you know, talk about or anything. So, y'all want to hop into the content? Let's hop into the content, you know? Starting off with ZB1, like I said, we'll do some idle after that, then we'll do some in hyping. It's going to be an awesome stream. Let's lock in. I do need to go ahead and recycle this recording so that I can go ahead and put it up on YouTube. But yeah, man. The good thing, and that's the thing, is the good thing about this Purple Kiss concert is it's in my city. I basically just have to pay for parking at this point because I bought the ticket ages ago. You know what I mean? So I just have to pay for parking to be able to go. That little fund up there, that little fund is for like my dinner and parking for the night. So all those of y'all that have donated to that already, thank you. I appreciate that. That's going to be one of the cheapest concert experiences I've ever gone to, bro. Won't be able to afford merch probably, but that's fine. You know, we move. I'm going to make a vlog about that. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a good night out. But okay. Appreciate all y'all going through it with me. Yep, gang stream tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Monthly Patreon request tomorrow. It's going to be so good. So if you haven't submitted your request and you are a gang enthusiast or junkie patron, y'all need to get those in. Oh my gosh, it's so hot here. I need to turn off. My family probably is going to watch this. I really do need to bleep the words that I said. Nah, they'll know that I said it though. They'll know that that's what I said. Whatever. We're keeping it in. We're keeping it in. Fuck it, we ball. But yeah. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all that I need to say. The other one that we did, and once again, also bought this so long ago, and we were still like mostly okay, is Stray Kids. And we've got some friends that are going to come down and visit us for Orlando. Because if y'all didn't know, Tampa and Orlando are not too far away. Depending on where you're at in Tampa, or in Orlando for that matter, hour 45. It's less than 2 hours, unless traffic is being stupid. So still looking forward to that, but it's like, bro, I'm gonna be putting in so many extra shifts. I'm allowed to go in on Saturdays. Obviously, I want to be able to stream on Saturdays because I can't stream any other day of the week. Dude, because that's the thing, y'all. When I get back at like 7-ish o'clock, I'm dead from the day because, like I said, I've been standing the whole time and walking around, and my body isn't used to that yet. Maybe when I'm more used to it, I'll be able to do like some night streams or something. But that's the other good thing about this is that now, okay, not really going to have weekday streams, very likely for the next Lord knows how long. But these weekend streams, more people are likely able to come through. Thank you, Miss Faithy. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Any last questions or anything? I know I've already asked that like 3 or 4 times, but I think we're good. I'm trying to think if I'm kind of stalling at this point because I'm trying to figure out if I have anything else that I want to say. I want to say once again, thank y'all for all the good vibes. Especially those of y'all that have been coming through, watching the videos and streams, and any of y'all that have been patrons, Twitch subs, donators in general. Thank y'all, obviously, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Yeah, we gonna get through it. We're gonna be okay. Shit sucks, but we're gonna be okay. And yeah, I don't think I need to say anything else, do I? That is for sure. We will be marathoning some streams when I have time. But yeah, it's good that more people will be able to enjoy the streams because weekend. I know not everyone can watch, but the likelihood of more people being able to hang out on weekend streams is always higher. So that's good too. Yes, it's so good to be back. I missed y'all so much. There's something about the interaction time and everything on Twitch that just makes everything so much better, bro. I love making videos. Videos are probably still my favorite thing to do, but having the immediate feedback or just the immediate, like, that's the one thing about me is I love being able to ask y'all questions in the middle of content because there's so many things that fly over my head or go in one ear and out the other and y'all clarify for me. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it for here. We're saying goodbye to the people on YouTube. Goodbye, good people on YouTube. Love y'all to bits. Come through and check out the Twitch, okay? Patreon, obviously you got to pay a little bit. It's $2, bro. $2 for like 80% of my pay. Okay, like 70. Like 70% of my Patreon, literally. So come through, hang out if you'd like. But remember, Twitch is free. If you have an email address, you can make a Twitch account. It's completely free. Come through, have those notifications turned on, so every time I stream, you know when I go live. And I always tweet it out too. And come hang out. Come hang out. It's fun. Who knows? Someone might gift you a sub. You don't even have to gift a sub to somebody else or subscribe yourself. Somebody might even gift you one. We have a very loving community over here. You might get a sub gifted. You never know. Okay. I think we're good. Bye, YouTube. Catch y'all on the next one. And hello, Twitch. Let's get this stream going, baby. Damn. Let's get it poppin'. Woohoo. Okay. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to get this chopped up, put up on YouTube, and then we'll get to it.